Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can adjust your altitude value on the Garmin Instinct Crossover watch between feet and meters or meters to feet. I'm using the Garmin Instinct Crossover Solar. It shouldn't matter whether you've got solar or non-solar, this video should work the same for you. So what are we talking about? I've got my altitude being displayed on my watch face and I can see that it's showing 38, which seems really low to me. The reason for that is it's displaying in meters instead of feet, and I want to go change that. Maybe you're sitting there looking at yours and yours is in feet, you want to switch it to meters. I'm going to show you how. There are a bunch of different ways you can get to this setting on the watch. I'm going to try and go through them relatively quickly, and then maybe I'll show you how to do it on the Garmin Connect app. As with most things on this watch, you can do it on your app and simply sync the changes over to your watch, and that tends to be the easier way to do things. What we need to do, let's just start with the basic way to do it, and that's through our settings. We can press and hold the middle button on the left-hand side, which is our menu button. Once we get into our settings, or our menu settings, we can use either the up or down button. In this case, it makes more sense to use the up button because we need to get to system, which is at the bottom of our list. I'm going to press GPS to select system. And then once we're under system, again, we are going to use the up or down button, and we are going to go down to format. Press GPS to select format. The very first option you should see is units. We're going to press GPS to select units, and then you will see a listing of all the different units you can change on the watch. I actually like going here because when you first get the watch, you probably want to go through each of these and set it according to where you are. So for example, you can see that distance, I can change it from miles to kilometers. In this video, what we're looking for is elevation. My altitude elevation units is set to meters. If I wanted to change that while I'm on elevation, I'm going to press the GPS button, and then I can simply go through the two values, meters or feet. I'm going to change mine to feet by pressing the GPS button, and I've successfully changed my altitude units. Now I can go ahead and just press the back button, get back to my main watch face, and you can see that my altitude now is showing in feet versus meters. That's probably the hardest way, but that would be the way to go do it through your settings. The other way you can do it is you can access your altimeter. You can do that multiple ways. You can put it in your control menu so it takes you straight into your altimeter, or you can add it as a glance in your glance list. I've done both of them. Let's just go into my glances. I just simply press the up. You could have used the down button as well to go to your glances. Here's my altimeter. I'm going to press the GPS button to go into it, and then once I'm in the altimeter, I can press the GPS button again. You'll notice this little arrow up here will take me into my settings for my altimeter. I can go down to settings, press GPS, and one of the options under here is elevation. We can see again that it's set to feet. If I wanted to change it, it's going to be the exact same thing we just saw in the settings units menu. I can switch it from feet to meters. I'm going to go ahead and just switch it back to meters just for kick's sake. And now we've successfully switched it back. So that's how you do it on the watch. I mentioned going to it from your control menu. It's basically the same thing. If I hold down the menu button, that's my control menu. I've got altimeter set there. I'm going to press GPS. I'm right back in it just like we just saw. I can press this top right button, go down to settings, and again, there we are where we can change it. That's how we do it on the watch. Let me try and show you real quick on the Garmin Connect app on your cell phone. So hopefully you can see this okay. Let me turn that off. We're going to go to the Garmin Connect app on our cell phone. We're going to click on the Instinct Crossover Solar in this example. And then again, there's different ways to access it. What I would recommend is what we started with, and that's going to System. And then under System, we are going to go to Format. Under Format, we're going to go to Units. And there we can see the units. And again, elevation is the one that we're talking about in today's video. We can click on elevation and we can simply toggle it between feet and meters. Pretty simple stuff. That is how you change your altitude value on the Garmin Instinct Crossover watch. I hope the video helps.